Hello guys, I am Luizen and welcome back to Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. Last episode, we kept investigating on the murder of Tenko Chabashira, and we still don't know who killed her. My main guess is Kureiko, because he has always been pretty weird, especially with the whole ritual thing and stuff, but we kind of figured, or at least, Kyo is the main one that is pushing that theory, which is another thing that makes me doubt him. He's really pushing the Himiko might be the culprit, because she was the one who chose where to have the seance, and so that's his main argument. So we're gonna have to contradict that and see hopefully something about Angie this episode, because we are currently on halftime, or on the halftime, I guess, in the intermission. That's what I meant. We are currently there, and so we hopefully will take on Angie next episode, because that's who we need to find out who it was. We may not be able to finish the class trial this episode, unfortunately, but I will make my best effort to do so. So let's just keep going. Alright.
Well now.
Looks like we reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our... Guess the victim quiz! A victim quiz? Not a culprit quiz? The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
I'm sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. Yeah, as a matter of fact. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me. Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time. That's the right answer, Monodam. Why? He hasn't said anything.
Hey,
Exactly, because there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity. You don't need to reveal this kind of behind-the-scenes details.
all right.
Dying makes you more popular? Then we gotta die soon, too. Okay. Is that... I guess that's foreshadowing. Because I think Monotaro is the next one to die. Monotaro, Monotaro, yes.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Halloween was like 2 weeks ago, dudes. Get over it.
I'm fine with real ghosts, but in
What?
them are too scary.
Alright.
Logic does not compute.
Did you hear something?
Are you ignoring him now?
I didn't hear anything.
What? Oh,
You
and
know
he's
what else is
smiling.
scary?
The heck?
Sweet buns. Yep. Tasty sweet buns.
Sweet buns, huh?
So round, so sweet, so delicious.
Ugh.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
Right?
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
What?
Did you hear something?
Dang.
No, I didn't hear anything.
That's messed up, dudes. Oh, he's just smiling like a freaking psychopath. I don't like that. Oh, Himiko. There you go.
Answer us, Himiko.
Oh,
You
answer
chose the
us.
middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
The argument makes sense.
Well,
Just
Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
donkey lips.
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Agreed, yeah.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Yeah.
Are you even listening?
I think she is.
I'm not listening.
Oh, well, she isn't, I guess. What?
I don't care anymore.
Ah.
I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them?
Well, Tenko, but you know.
Don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
Well, but we're also going to die, so...
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
No.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
Yeah, all of our lives.
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry.
Huh?
Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
I don't know what unmistakably, dude.
Impossible!
Impossible.
Himiko would never kill Tanko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Yeah.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I would say so, yeah. That makes sense. That's a good argument, actually.
Somehow.
Somehow. Well, that's good enough.
We gotta look for more possibilities.
Yeah.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
What?
No, is not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth.
Because even if she is, like,
So no
you know,
give up, Himiko.
we need to make sure still. I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. Alright, non-stop debate. Let's do this. Oh boy. Her little sprite. Like 2D sprite.
Performing the seance in that room
Yep.
was Himiko's decision, was it not?
No, I'm not gonna agree with
What
that.
if someone steered her into picking that room?
Someone steer her.
Of the 3 empty rooms,
Sounds good.
why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
No, actually, it wouldn't. It shouldn't matter, right?
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Ah, I think we may.
Even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Your opinions are empty words.
In the culprit's plan, if the culprit's plan were to make Himiko a suspect, they might have persuaded her to choose that room somehow. Yes, so definitely someone steered her. And but how and what will that tell us?
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision.
Corner, sounding
What if
song,
someone steered her into picking that room?
floor. Bloody
Of the
Kokichi?
3 empty rooms,
While Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room from where the seance was held, he had stepped through one of the floorboards. That room also had a part of a crosspiece cut off, the portion that supported the floorboard, so it didn't matter.
Was trap only in that room?
No.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yes, that is right. Oh, there you go.
I agree.
All right. So it didn't matter basically. Other rooms were, you know,
Just like Gonta
sabotaged.
said, each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Yeah.
Kichi will tell you.
Yes. Come on, be useful for once, freaking Oma.
Careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it applies to what you're saying. There was no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I kinda stepped through, yeah. But bad luck. Bad luck, oh,
While
interesting.
you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Right.
Well, I didn't find it so much as I
Yeah.
tripped.
There you go.
Whoa, hold on. There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
Aha, see what we were saying?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
Yes.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
It wouldn't, yeah, exactly, wouldn't matter.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Koreiko? Koreiko, yeah.
We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
Yeah.
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Does she? Ah, yes. Okay. Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please. Yep.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory.
That's true. Huh.
We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
Uh-huh.
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
Yeah.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Yay.
Give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Whoa, talk about character
Do
development.
not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Okay, that's fair.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual.
Right. Oh boy. Hold on.
Damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Soul bro. Damn.
Bro.
I don't get it either.
Anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
Why?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Oh. Oh.
That is a good point.
Yeah, it is, isn't it, Kyo?
Barrier magic.
No, it was.
One possibility.
It was
but
in a
I
way a
think it might have
barrier.
been something else.
Uh-huh. Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That must be the reason. No, yes, there you go.
This is it!
Because of the magic circle.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Yeah. Oh, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle.
I think Oma, what he investigated, is gonna come into place, and also the fact that the seance failed, it probably Kyo drew it wrong on purpose or something like that, so no one will step on it.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
Yep.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
Yeah. That's the case in the culprit. There's no doubt in my mind. They're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually proud that I was able to figure out this one by myself. Let's hit it.
It has to be you.
Yep. There we go. Here we go. My dude.
Kyo.
If you're even a
Was it
dude.
you?
Whatever are you talking about?
Whatever.
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
Why do you suspect me?
Why not? You make.
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Uh-huh. There's
The
so much
circle kept
evidence
us from
against you,
discovering
dude.
The seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of
Oh,
the cage needed
yeah.
to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle.
And
The circle itself was the most important tool in this murder.
while I was editing last episode, I noticed. So he's the one who put the sheet, and so between the sheet and the cage was where the murder weapon was. So yeah, probably when he put the sheet, he put the weapon, and then the statue over it, so it wouldn't. But that was between everyone.
Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
It just yeah.
Answer already. Did you do it?
Oh, he did. Oh, here comes the breakdown. Yep, here it comes. Ugh.
What is so funny?
Yeah.
I was just thinking.
Hmm?
So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
So are you admitting it?
What? An intriguing experience?
Oh, so he did it just to feel?
But if I am the culprit as you
Oh.
claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes?
Yeah.
So, do tell.
Do tell.
How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
Oh, like how could he have found the...
That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
Not...
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I don't know.
I will
That's a
explain
good
that
point.
in due time. Please answer my question first.
So he doesn't care. I'm guessing he doesn't mind if we end up like finding out that he is the Blackened, or you know, blackening, voting for him. I mean, the culprit stepped on the exact floor, on that exact floorboard, even in the darkness. But how? How did they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although, even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did
Maybe.
you figure it out?
Not necessarily. The culprit didn't even have to see at all. They used... How the culprit found the seesaw in the darkness? Hearing, touch, smell, sixth sense? Touch?
That's it.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, it makes sense because
The
of what
culprit
Shuichi
used
said.
touch. They didn't see. They felt.
Like the salt? Or
That
what
way
did
they could
they...
get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Okay.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
No, but it
So
was...
they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right?
Yeah, right.
Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
Oh. No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene, I know it. Hagman's Gambit. Alright, let's do this. I actually don't know what it will be. It's not G, right? Nope. It's not an M. Yes, it's an M. Okay. Mark? Huh. Magic! Magic circle. Okay. Magic circle. Oh, the music is like execution music.
That's it. The magic circle. They
Uh-huh.
used the magic circle.
There you go.
Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
So, what do you say?
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
Why is that? What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
It didn't have an entrance? No, it
Based
did.
on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
Well, no, but I mean, you will still be able to feel your way, right?
So what?
Uh-huh.
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes?
Yeah,
The
okay.
magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
I think you could have.
Talking about the magic circle in the document.
Ah,
Doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
that is true, yes.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
Let's see it.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Yeah, I think we have the book, right?
The magic circle
Oh.
is a complete mess from being trampled on.
That is true. Another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt, all but guaranteed it will be temporary. Ah, yes. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Oh, let's see, Kibo.
What a pain. I don't have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Yeah, you make
Well,
Kibo.
I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Shut up, Oma.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Yes, Kibo, go ahead. Oh.
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
Well, he wanted
I
attention.
apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
Yeah, I get that.
About what?
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
Like a camera?
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please,
What?
let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Excuse me, what?
Alright, so what is this function?
What is it?
It's
Yeah.
an image recording function.
Okay.
Image recording?
Yeah.
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a
Okay.
try.
That's so kind of weird.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh.
From your mouth?
I love Kibo.
Also used magic like that before.
Nah.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please
Okay.
confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible.
All right.
Go on. Take the picture and see for yourself.
Let's do it.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. Excuse me. Yep. Oh, there are lines that reach the yeah.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Uh-huh. Nobody says anything. I mean, it's obvious, right? Yeah, it's just, there you go.
There!
There!
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
Yeah, we would have been screwed.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it?
That was a lie.
The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners.
Yes.
Which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
Yes.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my thanks? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, yeah. What was it you were saying about its purpose?
I think...
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds. Your what? Why?
Exactly, why?
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
She's not wrong?
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
Alright.
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Okay.
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
By all means.
Deductions are fiction.
Well, there you go. he did have an objection. Okay.
Well, since you've given me the option,
Bring out
I
your
will
sword, my boy.
certainly
I've been
object.
doing this.
To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Alright. Unimportant?
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Alright. Bring out your freaking sword, dude. If you even have one. What? Alright. Market Stone, loose floorboard, iron cage, white sheet, dog
You are
statue.
going to claim I am the...
Oh, the sheet. Yes, the sheet. It's gotta be the sheet.
And what of the murder weapon?
Oh.
It was set up in the cage.
Yeah.
The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage.
Yeah.
So suspicion should fall on them.
No, but it wasn't on the cage. Kyo's attitude is disconcerting, but first I need to counter his
You are
argument.
going to claim I am the culprit.
Dang it.
Are Kokichi and Shuichi.
Yeah, they carry the
So
cage,
suspicion should fall on them.
but it wasn't on the cage. It was on
True,
the...
we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
Ah, that is true, yes.
The only person who could have collected the sickle was Himiko.
What?
But the
Ah.
only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi.
So?
But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage.
That is
Nor
true,
did
yes.
I had no opportunity.
No, you did have! Haha! Even B points? What the heck? Man, I am on fire right now.
The only person who
I don't like to brag, but it's
and
true.
retrieved it afterward is Kyo.
Dang.
That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth.
Yep.
You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
Uh-huh.
And retrieved
then-
it afterward.
Exactly.
When you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful.
Oh,
That's
Jesus, that
exactly correct.
That actually scared me. What?
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
Yeah.
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now.
Alas?
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Yup.
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma.
Well.
But unfortunately for you, that won't happen.
I get it. Okay.
Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself,
Will die, yeah.
What you talking about, Kyo?
What?
You still don't understand.
It doesn't count, yeah.
I killed Tenko. That is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Yeah.
Meaningless?
Uh-huh.
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yep, exactly. Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are 2 Blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
You see,
My Monokuma voice is not good right now.
but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue.
Damn.
Because the Blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Well, what if you actually kill her too?
Real issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
I wish, but...
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
Yup.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I get you, Himiko, but I'm not
I
sure about
understand
that.
how you feel, Himiko.
That's exactly
We
what I'm
discussed
saying.
this rationally and calmly.
Ah.
There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
No, dude.
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Aw.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kiba? Chill, dude.
Chill, dude.
That's enough!
Oh.
It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
It's not gonna...
Voting
Yeah.
for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Exactly.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part.
Was an error?
Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes?
Ah,
How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer?
gotcha.
Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
What? So you wanted to die?
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
I agree.
Next to that, any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, I wish I could...
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
Agreed.
Culprit's one of you.
Ah.
Wow! This argument is getting intense. At times like this,
We're split, right?
the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Freaking home.
Why were you waiting?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Let's do it. Vote for Koreko. Oh, that's the... Oh. Dang, we're against
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Kyo.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
So what?
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not Blackened?
Blackened.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Rule. No, but there wasn't a rule before.
Can't we just vote now?
Huh? Kyo's confession was shocking, but we can't be certain he's the Blackened. We need to match up our ideas and persuade them all at once.
Killed Tenko and Angie.
Kyo.
Kibo, we don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
Yup, agreed.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Lab.
Anyone could have entered my lab.
Huh? That is fair.
The katana was
What?
found in Kyo's lab.
Lab now?
Anyone could
Oh.
have entered my lab.
So Kyo did
Wait, what?
kill Tenko, but he not Blackened?
Blackened.
Kokichi. Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all
Rule.
Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
Uh-huh, exactly.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
Mystery.
This. Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Yup.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Angie, okay. We are inconsistent, our precision is weak. If we vote now, we'll never know the truth. We have to defend the point.
Killed Tenko and Angie.
Okay, it's cool that we already know.
Forced his way into Angie's research
Angie?
lab.
But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
Yup.
The katana was found in Kyo.
Let's do this. Alright. WWW. Come on, come on. D. A. Full counter. Alright. I really like this.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder.
Yup.
And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, yeah.
Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit.
Yep.
But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene.
Which clue?
I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
What? Yes, the outlying piece of evidence that Tenko's murder scene. Oh, the dried blood, right?
This is it!
Yeah. Oh.
The bloodstain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation.
Yup.
It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is
Yes.
that Tenko's plot?
The bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know
Also,
for sure,
the
but...
bloodstain was already dry when we found it.
yeah,
the blood
that's
from
true.
Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's because it was, the drops were falling still, right?
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
I don't know. The bloodstain on the floorboard was dry because it happened before the seance. It was right before Tenko was killed. It was from the investigation. The air was dry. It was there before it happened before the seance. It was there before Tenko was killed. No. Dried faster because the stain was smaller. So Tenko's body. Wait, what? It happened before the seance.
That's it.
Oh, okay. But I mean, it felt like the same thing, right? Or did I read
The
that wrong?
bloodstain
Maybe I did.
wasn't from
I don't
Tenko's
know.
murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Yup.
Before the seance?
Uh-huh. That should make it clear whose blood it was. The bloodstain from before the seance, it has to be Angie?
That's it.
Oh. What? So it is
That
Kyo
bloodstain
then?
wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Okay.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, I also don't know. I mean, I answered right, but...
Killed in her research lab?
Uh-huh.
Just because we found her body there doesn't
Oh.
mean she was killed there.
Right, because the culprit was able to close the...
I guess that's possible.
Yeah,
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up
Yeah.
a lot more possibilities.
that is true.
We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab.
But yeah, but she was
If
killed
died
outside.
somewhere else,
Uh-huh.
then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, I thought that was more likely from the start.
Uh-huh.
So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Okay.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
Yeah.
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Why?
Did Angie have business in rooms?
Right? It seems Kokichi.
Seems
Oh.
Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Oh. Someone? And she left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokishi's statement true or... Oh, okay, we gotta find the truth on that. The lie, I mean, or the truth, I mean. Effigies hung upside down, gold leaf katana, Necronomicon, the
The
child.
research
Effigies. What?
Is not where Angie was killed.
Mark Circle. Oh, magic circle. Okay.
She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
I don't know if on
Why
her
would she go
own.
into an empty room?
Yeah,
There shouldn't have been anything in there.
that is true.
Except for candles.
Why candles?
She wanted a candle.
Yes, she wanted a candle. That is
Keep
true.
herself awake at night.
No,
She
the
wanted
Necronomicon
hot
said
wax on her body.
the.
That sounds like something only you would do, Mew.
Can I agree with that? That would be funny. What did Kokichi see? Something Angie did. There has to be a clue
The art
there.
research lab.
Yeah, the Necronomicon says that you have to burn it. So she was probably
left
looking
her
for that.
lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't be anything in there.
Except for candles.
Yep,
That's it. She wanted a candle.
I agree. Oh shoot. No, what? Oh, I didn't hit
Keep
that.
herself awake at night.
Why was there another text there?
That's it. She wanted.
There you go. V-point, my boys. Nice.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yep.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
Nope.
No. Angie was
no.
going to use it for the ritual. According to the
Yeah.
Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
You have to burn it. Yes. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide. Blah blah. Okay. Yeah.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab.
That is.
So she went to go
Right.
get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
Yep.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
Probably. Yeah.
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held.
Ah, what a
Bravo,
coincidence.
Himiko.
What?
Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
Yeah.
If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's blood stain under the floorboards.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
Oh.
It's neither. I just picked one.
What?
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already.
Well, pretty much, dude.
You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
Yeah.
Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
Oh.
It may be possible to carry a body, but blood.
There is a puddle of blood. Oh.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Oh. That's
She was
when.
killed after she was carried to her lab.
Okay, gotcha. So she was hit on the head before, right? Because she has a laceration on the head and also a stab through the neck. That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. Indeed. For head injury, gold leaf katana. Do we have? I mean, we have the forehead injury. Is that enough?
is it.
Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe we needed one
The
that said
fatal
that
wound was a
two
cut to
injuries.
the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma. And I think I know why.
Oh.
After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
Makes sense.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow.
Yeah.
Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
Makes sense, yeah. What do you say,
All
Kureko?
clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about?
I don't know. What are you laughing about?
All clear. What is all clear? What are you? All clear?
Oh, you.
What are you all? You what? What are? I will not fear. I will not back down.
What the freak? What the heck?
Kyo, calm yourself. Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
Huh? What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson. Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Right?
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog!
Dang!
Nothing is clear at all!
The voice acting, okay. Again, Riddle shut down. Shut down.
Angie was attacked in the empty room first.
Fair, yeah.
And carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion!
What do you mean?
Intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
Advance, okay.
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story.
Yep.
After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
Okay.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body, and not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no blood stains.
Oh.
Even if you wiped them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere,
There
was
was
there,
no
Shuichi?
evidence anywhere. The culprit carried Angie in such a way that wouldn't leave any blood behind. I'm sure there's a clue at the scene that proves it. I need to confront Kyo with that evidence. I can't be thrown off by
You
his
say
place.
the culprit carried Angie's body?
But, oh, the
Not a
duct
single
tape.
drop of
Okay,
blood
okay,
fell.
okay.
The hallway and empty room had no blood stains. Even if you wiped them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere.
There
was
is,
there,
yes.
Shuichi?
Nice.
I'll cut
I
your
didn't see where
words.
the B point was. Well,
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
Yep.
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Ah.
Bloody tape.
Oh, because it has hair. Okay.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
Oh.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
It must have been Atua who did that for us.
But do you believe in him or not?
Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Oh, that's the reason why
Now we
he's
know
so...
most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Are we gonna do this? Really? Huh.
It has to be you.
Whoa, okay. So, what a turnaround.
You killed Angie.
Yeah. The freak is happening? It is true, yeah, Mew.
That was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
Fair, but you know.
Killed both of them.
Yeah, I mean, you
Why did you kill them?
gotta feel kinda happy,
In terms of pure
Himiko.
logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Uh-huh.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
Oh.
Accident?
That's
Ah.
right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
Angie, right? The murder was an accident.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
That's right.
Bro,
Kyo
yeah.
originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But
Oh.
while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in.
Okay, gotcha.
So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
Okay. Interesting.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Yeah, we have cases similar to this
Then
before.
should've just stopped there. Once he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tinko.
That's true, yeah.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless.
Yeah.
If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Oh, yeah.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
No, I'm not the culprit. So why is everyone looking at me like I am?
You are,
Why?
dude.
Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio.
Jesus.
Yes.
The freak?
You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver.
Who the heck is this?
Look at their horrid faces.
Oh.
This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over.
Is this like Genocider show? Is this Genocide? Genocide Jack. I mean, yeah, same thing.
You're right.
Yeah, like a split personality.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
Yeah.
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
Yeah.
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter.
Is
I
it?
Never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
Okay, you don't need to acknowledge them.
But you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie.
What are you talking about? There is so much evidence.
No, I will not acknowledge it.
Is it time?
I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery.
Is it time?
I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses.
It is time.
Well said. Good job, Korekio.
The heck?
Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the turd out.
No evidence? There is no evidence that he killed Angie?
You're wrong. There is evidence.
Yeah.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
Yeah.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize.
The-
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Oh boy.
Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
Yeah. I have no idea what's happening with Kyo, but I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. What weapon? Argument armor. Oh! Ah, I remember seeing this.
You are simply
Oh.
wrong.
Freaking.
Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing
Dang
to
it.
admit. You are simply wrong. Yes,
Ah.
I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess.
Okay, let's do it.
Why must you force your delusions on us? You're lying. It's merely
Hey.
a delusion.
Oh, I had to let go. Okay, I didn't know that.
To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your
Ah,
delusions
freaking.
on us? You're lying.
Nice.
That's merely a delusion.
Ah,
Well said,
Ah.
Korekio. To continue this debate
freaking
is
D. Where's?
meaningless. Why must you force
Ah.
your delusions on
Dang
us?
it.
You're lying. That's merely a delusion.
Nice.
Well said,
Ah.
Korekio. To continue this debate is
Ah,
meaningless.
no.
Why must you force your
No.
delusions on us?
Nice.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Korekio speaks
Ah, dang
the
it.
truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize.
Nice.
Apologize.
Ah, no.
Apologize.
Ah, no.
I told you I
Nice.
am not the
Oh,
culprit.
fever.
So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Apologize.
Apologize. I told
What the
you
heck
I
just
am
happened?
not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're
Where?
all
Oh, some of them you can hit it whenever?
Leo speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Oh, shoot.
Apologize. Apologize.
Ah, Jesus.
Apologize.
Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're...
Nice. Final blow. Oh, already?
You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
Remove floorboard.
It is
Yes, alright. First time I nailed. Okay. I mean, I'm all about both gender fan
The
service.
same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
Yup.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard.
No.
There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For
Oh.
that to be there,
Yeah.
the floorboard must not have been in
Yeah.
place at the time of the attack.
Okay.
Point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Keo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
I
The
mean,
weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick.
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw. So the same
Oh.
person killed Tenko and Angie.
right. Okay. Yeah, it just fits way too well, dude. Man. It's
I
not.
believe that while
Yeah.
Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
I forgot the name of the voice
Helicopter
actor.
with a floorboard.
It's not Yuri Lowenthal. It's
All you can do
Dang,
now
what's
is
his
accept
name?
it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
What's true? This is the truth.
It is true.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Let's do it. Let's bring it all together.
She, please, put an end to this.
Let's do it. Let's get this
For
bread.
Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
All
I
right.
understand. I'll go over everything one more time.
Let's do it.
Keo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Yep. Closing argument. Todd Habercorn. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I know because he's worked a lot. See, he's worked a lot with Big Miniana.
This is the truth of the case.
All right. There it is.
Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room.
Yep.
To cut the cross pieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse.
Yeah, the
They were
warehouse
planning
is
to cut the cross
where everything
pieces
comes
in
from.
all 3 rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened.
She showed up. Oh.
Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting cross pieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan, but now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head.
Yep.
The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise.
Act 2.
They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end.
Okay, that's what he
Because they
forgot.
were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight.
Yep.
They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab.
And slice.
They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery.
Yes.
First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down.
So they faked the locked room mystery. It wasn't actually locked.
There were 2 reasons for
It's
this.
kind of funny.
To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere, and the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope.
Yep. Play Just Spin Me round
After
by
enough
Ninja
turns,
Sex Story.
the culprit
please.
let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle
Jesus,
of
that
the
is
katana
so...
then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times.
Yep, that is true. But it's just so, like, the idea
Once
itself is pretty
complete,
ridiculous.
The door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
Ah. And spicing things up, Shuichi.
Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body.
Yep. I love the art style on this manga.
But the culprit
Manga style
wasn't finished.
Comic.
They wanted one more murder.
Yeah, the thing.
To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance.
Act 4, dang, yeah, this trial had a lot of
3
this.
empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance.
Seance.
Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko.
Yep.
A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko, in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle.
Yes, in that moment.
Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage.
Locking the sickle in place.
The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place.
Act 5.
After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Caged Child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium, but our culprit had another plan: to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko.
So how were they planning
It would have
to,
been
or
quite
was he
difficult
planning
to do in
to?
total darkness, but our culprit had a guide.
How was he planning to convince people to do that? The sense, if there wasn't
They
a
used
dead
the
guy
lines
to.
of the
Oh,
magic circle drawn with salt.
the other dead people, of course.
The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before.
Boom. Yep.
Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage.
So
She was
brutal.
killed
One of
right
the
before our
most
eyes,
brutal
and we didn't even see
murders, in my opinion.
After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner, finished the ritual, and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body.
Yep. There you go.
While we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room.
Yep. That hole.
Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark.
Damn.
However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle.
Yep. Jeez.
Korekyo Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Alright, so that was Chapter 3, Class Trial.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
What you gonna do, boy?
Sweet Korekyo. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
What?
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes.
Unfortunately?
It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
What?
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends.
And that is your only regret.
Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
What is with me? What the heck?
Who gives a poo vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already.
Roger that. One voting time coming up.
Let's do it.
The heart racing excitement as...
Oh.
The heart racing excitement.
As the Blackened and the Spotless finally face off.
It's voting time!
Voting time indeed. So, will one of them really be able to kill someone in this? Alright, let's do it. Where is that piece of crap? A boom. Ah, he has the mask.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
It's right, isn't it? Yeah. Huh. Even he voted for himself? Or did he not vote? No, it
Who will
wouldn't.
be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
We already know how this goes. Man, this is going way too smooth. Dang, nice. So how did we do? Oh yeah, there was one debate where I didn't do good at all. But most of it is, I mean, an A. It's not bad. Not bad at all, actually. You do better in this than it. Anyway. But alright guys, that is all for the Chapter 3 class trial. This has probably been one of my favorite class trials ever. Just because everything connected so well. And even though there were 2 cases, we were able to get through both of them in a really easy way. Like it felt like everything flew naturally. It didn't feel so dragged, though there was one time when it did feel like that, but most of the time it felt natural. So that's my commentary on that. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, see you next episode for the execution. Exciting, yeah. Not really. But anyway, as always, I'm Luizen, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.